It was like a giant game of chess with your life. One wrong move and it could all go wrong. The words of a former firefighter turned window cleaner from Dorset. After 9 operations on his legs following a work-related injury and counselling for post-traumatic stress disorder, things were finally looking up for Sean Kelly. But then coronavirus hit the UK. In the last of our series about people battling hardship, he shared his story with our Home Affairs correspondent, Nikki Mitchell.
Sean had just finished paying off a £14,000 debt he'd accumulated while in hospital for months when the country went into lockdown last March.
The 23rd of March, when that came, it was like the whole world swallowed me up. The mental stress immediately, it was like an immediate threat to how I provided for my family.
Much of the window cleaning business he'd spent years building up while working as a part-time firefighter vanished. The extra money he earned as a doorman also disappeared. So during the first lockdown, Sean got temporary shifts as a security guard at Asda. Despite having up-to-date accounts, he didn't qualify for self-employed support grants.
I knew my business wasn't going to survive on its own. Me and my partner Steph, we'd not long had a newborn baby, and not being able to support them just seemed like failure. I'd never claimed benefits or, sort of had anything from the government. So they said, they were opening the parameters for universal credit. I was like, all right, OK, that might keep the wolves from the door.
But he says it didn't. That month he'd earned £760 at Asda, so he only qualified for a universal credit top-up payment of £13.10. The debt started mounting, triggering his PTSD.
It was like playing a huge game of chess with your life, and one wrong move and it could all go wrong. And sleepless nights, demons working their way back in, things would trigger flashbacks. I think, doing as many years I did in, say, the fire service, thankfully I think it's given me a different mindset, improvise, adapt and overcome. So yeah, I was like, right, this is what I need to do. This is survival now.
Sean threw everything into building his business up again. He's not proud of some of the things he's done in his life, but on this he was determined. He sought more mental health counselling from the charity Rock to Recovery and has made huge progress. His Poole High Street round, though, is still not what it was.
Walking my empty high street. So these 3 shops here have been asked for their window cleaning to be suspended. This was the 4th one in this line. It was a pizza restaurant, but that didn't make it. What happened? This was like my favourite day of the week, and it is literally like a ghost town. I mean, this place used to be thriving.
Sean did manage to get a coronavirus bounce-back loan.
My business is picking up now, and although I had the bounce-back loan and reinvested it into the business, paid myself and got back ahead with the bills, I've still got to pay that loan back. And sort of with the other sort of credit card I used to keep afloat, it's about £20,000 to pay back still. If you haven't got a strong head behind you, it would be easy for it to all go wrong.
Still, Sean finds much to be hopeful about. People have responded well to his pleas on social media for work.
I wouldn't have been able to continue doing what I do without the help of residential customers keeping me going and independent businesses.
All the small businesses, we all have to look after each other, don't we? All our credit cards are maxed. I mean, when we were open for that short time between lockdowns, we ended up paying wages out of our credit cards and things. So financially, it's been disastrous for us.
Really overwhelming, but it was so nice to see the other side, that we were in this situation, but there was people out there willing to support the independent business that they know it's supporting their family, and it was really heartwarming.
Sean's determined now to look forwards rather than back. Nikki Mitchell, BBC South Today.
And if you're affected by the issues raised in Nikki's films this week, you can contact the BBC Action Line. That's bbc.co.uk.